All right, we know and love our Ronco kitchen gadgets, but we have a brand new one here for you today. And this is going to transform the way that your meat tastes, because this is a brand new tenderizer just from Ronco. Brilliant in design, and we have it on 2 flex. It's only $10 to get it home and try it out. We're shipping it to you for free because we really want you to get this home and taste the difference in your meat right away. We have it in black, blue, and red, and I'm going to show you how it, we'll show you how it works when Kelly comes out, but the blue is going to be the first to go. I wanted to warn you about that. It's got 72 blades, but it also has a safety catch, so it's going to be perfectly safe, super lightweight, keep it anywhere you want, and of course it matches your Ronco Ready Grill. All right, Kelly O'Neill, you've seen her on the Food Network, on the Chew, and she actually has studied with Michelin star rated chefs, trained at the Culinary Institute of America in New York. I'm reading your whole bio. And so many more things. So hi Kelly, welcome.
So is everybody hungry?
Yes.
Right. This is one of the easily the best kept secrets by the top chefs. This is what everyone has in their restaurant. Why? Okay, here's the secret way that you can tenderize your meat in an instant. What this is we have 76 blades. Now, of course, Ronco has taken it to the next step for us. What they've done is they have more blades than any other tenderizer that you can get of this quality right now. So those 76 blades will push into the meat. When they're pushing into the meat, which I want to show you it in action, what it's actually doing is it's breaking down all of those tough muscle fibers, right? It's breaking down all of those tendons, all of that collagen. Now, why is that important? Well, usually when you leave the collagen in there, what happens while it cooks is it actually squeezes out the juices. Instead, this is breaking all of that down, and you can actually go ahead.
But it's not squishing, it's not like squishing the meat till it's dead.
You're exactly right. So notice how it's maintaining the integrity of the meat. It's keeping that shape. Now, you can go one-handed, you can go two-handed. It's really whatever makes you comfortable. And I love how it's got that clear surface, that clear foot, so you can really see where you've pierced into the meat. Now, each of those little holes, each of those little cuts are actually going to allow your marinades to go in better, your rubs to go in better, your brine to go in better. But even if you're like, Kel, I don't use any of those, trust me, get this home, try it out with your favorite meats. It elevates even the most inexpensive, those really tough cuts of meat, now all of a sudden feel like they're at a total different level, juicier, tender, and they actually will cook a little bit faster. Now here's the funny thing. You might
save money. You can buy cheaper meat and it'll taste
See, it's another restaurant secret. In the restaurants, we're always looking on ways to elevate the product without spending any more money, and of course without spending any more time. So you can see how all of those little channels are opportunities for flavor. Now this is the same pork chop that we already, went ahead and cooked, because I want you to see how much juicier this is. You can already see the juice just sitting on the cutting board. Now this has had time to rest, but it's so much more tender. It's not tough. We didn't have to cook it any longer. And typically, to get something like this look this tender, I mean, you would really have to cook it for a long time. And it would traditionally be a heck of a lot of work. But seriously, go ahead, get the Ronco meat tenderizer. Just give it
tender. It's like falling apart, and it's a
phenomenal. And it's been sitting here. I mean, this is rested. I mean, there's absolutely no tricks here. But what you can do again is go ahead, pierce it a couple times into the meat. You can do both sides if you want, or just the one. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're breaking down that collagen. You're breaking down the muscle fibers. So it works excellently in pork, but even better, I think, in flank steaks. Flank's usually something that we, sometimes we stick away from it because it tends to get way too tough, right? How the heck do you cook it? You might have to dry age it. I'm not even kidding, for like 20 days to get, literally.
Really?
Yeah, we will actually dry age things in the restaurant for 20 to 45 days. But what you can do is you can just give a couple little presses, and again, see how it's going against the grain of the meat. It's pressing in.
Well, we're showing how she's using it in her Ronco Ready Grill.
Yes.
So easily, just sprinkling those on. So even if you just like to use a dry rub, it's going to soak right into the meat. Then you're going to love to use it in your Ronco Ready Grill, which we'll show you all of that in a little bit. But I know you did a few of the presses right there. You can see it if you look closely.
You can see it if you look very closely. And again, what that's doing is it's actually going in and it's breaking down the collagen. When collagen is heated, what it does is it squeezes out the juice from the meat. That's why meats that are typically have more muscle mass taste really tough. It's because you're absolutely right. They are tough. But if you use our blades to break that down, obviously it can't tighten up and maintain the juice, because a lot of times people see this and they're worried, okay, no, I'm going to lose more of the juice from the meat. It's actually the exact opposite. It's so counterintuitive to what you would normally think.
Right. So because it has those 72 blades, if you were to take, you know, a fork or something, which wouldn't even be as sharp as this, and stab it all over, you would be, I mean, how many times you would have to do that for just every time it's 72 pierces. Then what is it? 144 pierces. Then it's 144 plus 72. I can't do that quickly in the morning. This is the only place that you can get it. It's exclusive here at HSN. First time you're seeing it, your choice of red, black, or blue, which match perfectly with your Ronco Ready Grill, which if you have one, I know you're already on the phone. If you don't have to wait. We're showing you the number right down on the bottom. Makes it so easy. So you would have marinated, so you don't have to marinate it as long either.
You not only do you not have to marinate as long, you don't have to marinate at all. Now this is the funny thing. A lot of times we've been incorrectly taught that marinades tenderize. Marinades are only intended to impart flavor. If your marinade is tenderizing, let me ask you this question. Does it have an acid in it? Because I guarantee if it does, it probably tasted really tough, because acids will actually tighten the meat. They'll make it
vinegar
tougher.
or something.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. If you've ever put it in a marinade too long and it got tough, that's what happened. Now let's go the other route. Let's say you went ahead and you had a marinade that had a lot of fruit enzymes in it. Have you ever had it come out really gummy? That's why. It's because you've left it in the marinade too long. Marinades are not meant to tenderize. You need to get the perfect 72-blade knife system. This steak is beautiful. Now, this is a flank steak, but look at how it's usually ridiculously tough. I mean, usually this is a cut of meat that we might overlook, you know, but now you can get those more inexpensive cuts of meat. You can make them positively delicious for your family. It's so tender, it's so juicy, and this is healthy protein. There's actually typically less fat in the cuts that have more muscle mass. So all the way around, you're saving money, you're eating less fat, and in that animation, you may have noticed she could actually take it apart and put it in the dishwasher to clean. There are other versions out there. Theirs aren't dishwasher safe like ours are. So,
and that's important, because you're tenderizing raw meat.
Right.
You're using it on pork, you're using it on chicken, you're using it on steak, on beef. So you want to just be able to take it apart and put it in the dishwasher. It also has a really easy way. You just twist it and it's locked, and there's no worries whatsoever. It's not going to come out and hurt you at all. Those are sharp blades, so you really want to have that safety feature. And then it's really easy to take apart and stick in your dishwasher. So exclusive here at HSN, the retail value on this is $10 more. We're shipping it to you for free, and we put it on 2 flex just for the brand new launch. So get it home for $10. Try it on any cut of meat that you want to, and if you don't love it, of course you're welcome to send it back, but you won't. Oh, we only have less than 200. Just over 200 left in the blue. Oh
my gosh. Okay, yeah, I think the blue is gorgeous. Yeah. But you know what? Black is so classic. It goes with everything.
What a great gift to give Dad, too, because if your dad is a griller, well, you got to get him the Ronco Ready Grill.
The funny thing is, most people have never tried this before. Again, this is highly coveted, usually only used in restaurants. Now, you'll see how first she unlocked it. She's simply pressing it into the meat. There's absolutely no technique. There's no learning curve. Just press on whatever type of meat that you're using. If you like to use a marinade, a rub, or a brine, by all means, you can go ahead and pop it in there, but you don't have to. Either way, when you use this, it's elevating the flavor of the meat. It's making it more tender, less tough. Now, we recommend, of course, putting it into the Ronco Ready Grill, because that's what's going to give you that optimum juiciness, that optimum texture. But when you're done, all you have to do is take apart the little cap if you want to rinse it in your sink, or if you prefer, you can absolutely put it in the top of your dishwasher. Perfect. Best of both worlds. Okay, so traditionally, we had seen this. This was originally the solution to how we would tenderize without using some sort of enzyme or chemical. We had this mallet, right? Eek. Right, I'm so sorry, right? Yeah. Eek is exactly right. Think about this. This is E. coli potentially spreading around. This is your poor little chicken that has now been absolutely mangled. I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. But before, this was the only way they could figure out how to break down that collagen, those muscle fibers. Look at how this absolutely maintains and respects the integrity of the meat. I mean, you spent a lot of money for that meat.
Nice, big,
yes, and what I
chicken breast.
love to do is you can actually put your dry herbs or fresh herbs, whichever you prefer, right on there and press it in.
Pushing it into the center of the meat.
You infuse it right in there without adding any calories, any salt. But if you want something that's super juicy, super flavorful, absolutely this is the way to go.
You know what I love is herbs, and then I love like an Italian dressing.
Yes,
kind
delicious.
of, and I don't like to marinate it in it for too long, because like you were saying, it sort of sucks some of the juice out.
Exactly.
But then you could put it on top and then just sort of push it into the center of the meat. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
I'm so glad you were talking about, you know, again, the thing with marinades and rubs traditionally is with rubs, obviously they usually only stay at the surface. Now with our 72 blades, you can push them in. Marinades, if you're lucky, will maybe go to a fraction of an inch, like somewhere in there, into the actual meat. So just imagine how much more flavorful. Oh yeah, the chicken. And you know what? How many dried chicken breasts have we all had?
Oh yeah, way too many.
Right, so this is fantastic. You don't have to change your recipes. You don't have to figure out how to use this little baby. All you have to do is unlock it and give it a press. It's just such a great little trick without any additional work to make it so much more flavorful, so much more juicy. We were just talking about rubs, so of course, why not use this on your ribs? Okay, ribs usually take so long to cook, right? It's usually all-day process, and sometimes it's really tricky and very expensive to get ribs that tend to be, you know, a little bit more tender. Well, now, don't worry about it. Get whatever kind you can get at your store. Press that dry rub right in there. And you'll notice how even though this one has quite a bit of that nice fat marbling, it's still very easily combining everything beautifully together.
And so then that's going to make it, it's going to cook faster. It's going to come out much more juicy because you broke down that collagen. I talk like I know, but I just learned that it's so fascinating, the science behind it. We only have 1 more minute for you to be able to get these. The shipping and handling will end at midnight tonight, and so will that flex pay. So get it home, $10. Get it home for $10, and it's guaranteed delivery by Father's Day. If you get it now, we'll ship it for free to your dad. A whole chicken!
Absolutely, you can use this on your whole chickens, your turkeys, you name it. This can do it, and look how gentle it is. It's not tearing through that skin. It's creating those great little piercings. So if you want to brine your chicken or turkey, if you just want a rotisserie, put it in the oven, this is going to make it so juicy and so delicious.
Look at that.
We gotta cut into it.
Just because, oh my goodness, I love it. We hope that you get yours. I'm so glad that you were here with us for the launch of it, because your chicken can look like that.
So juicy.
Unbelievable. Let us ship it to you for free and for $10. All right, we will be back with that Ronco Ready Grill that we were telling you about.